Hey guys, Nicole Hanchi here. Super excited today to share with you some cool content creation hacks, how to streamline your content creation process with two of my special methods. First, the 531 dissection method, and second, the new building block blog method. These kind of work together in a tandem, and I'm going to explain them to each of them a little bit about each of them to you right now, and then I'm going to kind of show you everything in action together. Because I know for myself, content creation, it's a time-consuming task for all of us, whether you're good at it and you like it, or whether you're not good at it and you don't like it. It just takes time. So the name of the game here is really leveraging what we do, right? So anytime we're creating content and putting a lot of energy into it, we want to make it work for us, right? We want to streamline it and leverage it and all that cool stuff. So I'm going to talk to you today about how to get the most bang for your buck with the content that you're creating. All right, let's dig in first to the 531 dissection method. That's a method that I developed for myself to make it easier to create content throughout the week. It takes a lot of time to sit down each and every day and think, okay, what am I going to write about today? I don't know. I got to pick a topic. Then I got to think about it. And that literally could take you hours to do. Who has hours every day to sit and write content? Nobody. I don't know, maybe if you're sitting around working your business for 8 to 10 hours a day, I'm super jealous if that's you, but my reality is a lot different. I mean, I work my business from home with my 2 kids, so I'm lucky if I get four hours a day to actually, and a lot of times that gets hacked up into 1 hour here, 1 hour there, because I never really know what's going to happen with the kids from day to day. So I have to be super lean with my process, and I need that content that I've really put so much energy into. I need it to work for me. Okay, so this 531 dissection method is basically what I do to effortlessly create content throughout the week. It kind of takes the stress off every day. I already know what I'm going to write about. The 5 stands for, you're going to pick a theme for the week, an overall topic. I'll use this week's example of what I'm writing about for my own community, and those are success tips. I wanted to share my top 5 success tips for things that I know I've done over the past year that I believe are integral to the success and the results that I've had. And I want to share those out with people in the hopes that they can also implement these things and kind of speed their way up to their own results and success. So, Success Tip Series, I sat down on Sunday and I planned out 5 days. Now for me, I put my big meaty value posts up Monday through Friday. For me, the weekends are a lot lighter, inspiration, maybe some fun questions and polls and engagement type things. But my weekends are my time to, be with my family and get my home life in order, because all week long I've been scrambling to keep my business going and scrambling to take care of the kids and this and that. And by the time the weekend comes, I got to do the grocery shopping, the laundry, the cleaning, all of those glamorous things, right? So weekends for me are light. Now, if you're there putting up the huge value 7 days a week, then this can be your 731 dissection method. The number doesn't matter, but the concept is what will help you. So for me, 5 days. So I come up with an overall theme. I break it out into 5 specific sort of subtopics, one for each day. Then I take that daily topic, and when I write it, I kind of draw out some main ideas. Now, you may draw out 1 main idea, you may draw out 2 to 3. Typically, I tend to draw out 2 to 3 main ideas. Those are really, really important because you want your readers to walk away with the main ideas. You want to kind of, hey, this is what I'm telling you, boom, boom, boom. Because if you try to make them search through all your content and figure it out for themselves, they're not going to. And people need to have specific actions and specific bullet points in order to absorb it and turn around and implement it, right? You want to make it as easy as possible for people to absorb and actually do something with it. You want your content to help people. You want it to be actionable. You want people to be able to understand it and go put it into action quickly and easily. So draw out those main ideas, however many they are. I tend to kind of fall mostly around 3 main ideas, but it could be 4. I wouldn't go more than 5. You don't want it to get too crazy. You want to keep it simple for people, but you get the idea. And then the 1 stands for you're going to post 1 per day during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that is the 5-3-1 dissection method. Like I said, it can be the 7-4-1 for you. I mean, it can be, but you get the concept of it. Now we're going to move into, I'm going to give you an overview of the building block method. These two work very closely together. You really can't do one without the other. But this is actually really cool. If you are somebody who maybe you want to start blogging, but you've kind of been holding yourself back because you don't have time. You're not sure where in the world you would ever fit in writing blog posts. Or maybe, you've been trying to do blog posts, but you're struggling to keep up with it because it's difficult enough to get content out into your social media platforms, and you just kind of never have time for the blog, or maybe you're inconsistent with it. This method is going to help you be consistent and get that blog working for you. You want to be blogging. Why? Because blog posts are like minions that are out there forevermore in perpetuity, always working for you. Anytime someone's doing a keyword search on Google, for example, and it kind of hits into something you've written about on your blog, boom. Doesn't matter if it's a fresh blog post or, however many years down the road, that post is always going to be there. It's always going to be drawing people into you. So you want to have a blog out there with posts, kind of like I said, minions that are working for you. But how do you manage it all, right? I got to create content for social media. I got a blog. I've got to, create images, blah. It can feel a little overwhelming. So that's why we're going to use this streamlined process. I'm going to show you exactly how I used it this week. I'm going to show you in action. So that you can implement this in your own routine every week. And hopefully this is going to make it easier for you to be more consistent with your content and to have less stressful process for getting your content created on a daily basis. So let's actually dig in. First and foremost, I'm going to take you in. You have to forgive the notifications that may come up while we do this. But first and foremost, I'm going to show you my Facebook community. Social Media Marketers United is my hub. That's my social media hub. That's where I drive all of my prospects, leads, traffic, whatever you want to call it. I push everybody here. This is where I'm hanging out. This is where I'm given the maximum value because I believe that a Facebook community is a great way to really connect with people and get people interacting with each other and just really create that sense of community that people want. People are looking to be part of things, part of organizations and networks of people. We are, after all, network marketers, right? So bringing it together in a community setting, I think, is so powerful, and that's why my preference is a Facebook group. So these posts are going to be a little bit out of order because, as you know, anytime someone comments, it bumps it up to the top. But I'm going to start off here. This one I have up, so I'm going to show it to you. This was yesterday's post. This was actually success tip number 3. You see here that I created an image. You'll see as I start to show you more and more, I didn't create a new image for each day. I didn't come out and try to find a new background image for each of the different posts. That takes time. Trying to find images takes time. So no, I picked one image that I thought kind of embodied the whole series. A guy in a suit means success to me, right? So that's the image that I used. And I created the overall topic. This is a success tip series, and I branded it to my community. And then each day I just go in and change this. So this day was focus. I was talking about focus and how to focus and why it's important. Tuesday and Monday I talked about 2 different topics, and those labels would be changed out right here. So I like to use Canva to create my images, canva.com. They have an awesome free version. I actually use the pro version because I love it that much that I did. Sorry, got the tail end of a cold here. I did upgrade to the pro version because I love Canva. Did I mention that I love Canva? So nevertheless, I basically just create this image, I put my text on, and every day all I have to do, boom, is just change this one word. The image is ready to go for that social media post. So it shaves so much time off of having to go out there every day and search for a new image that is relevant to that particular topic. So just a little hack there for you. So I'm going to show you this post using yesterday's as an example because it's the one on the top. This is what I wrote for yesterday, success tip number 3. All I'm talking about here is focus, right? So I've got this entire post here about focus only, okay? Got my image there. Now let me take you over to my blog, and I'm going to show you how I used the post from each day as a building block to build a blog post. All right, here we are. We're looking at my blog. I gave this a nifty little title because Success Tip Series, meh. But my top 5 success tips to build your business faster and easier, heck yeah, that's what people are looking for. They're like, oh, you can show me how to build my business faster? I'm all in. Let me check this out. So you want your title to be compelling. So I did a little copywriting magic there and made it compelling. I've got my image here. You see, like I was telling you there, I didn't go out and get a new image for each and every day's post. I used the guy in the suit. It still says Success Tip Series, but for the blog, I went ahead and put the blog title. It's all encompassing of what this is showing. Still branded, didn't have to change anything else. Took me like 2 seconds. What a time saver. All right, so I just got a little bit of an intro here, and I start out with Success Tip 1. That day, on Monday, I was talking about a routine. So important. Most people don't have one. That's why they struggle. Then I went into Tuesday. I took my post that I posted in my community, boom, just went and cut and pasted it right into my blog post, hit publish. In a matter of probably less than a minute, I'd updated my blog post for the day, just kind of building on that. Success Tip 3 did the same thing yesterday, added in my content about focus. And look, I've got quite an awesome blog post forming here as I go throughout the week. Success tip number 4. This is what was always at the bottom. So I drive traffic into my blog. I love to do it from Twitter because Twitter does not have an app-to-app relationship with Facebook groups. So I like to drive people over here to my blog post from Twitter. I feel like it's a really effective strategy. So I've got people coming in here every day and they're realizing, oh, another tip is going to come tomorrow. Awesome. Now they can check back one of 2 ways. They can either just keep coming back to my blog post, or they can come over here to my Facebook group and get plugged in there, and they'll get a notification when the next day's post comes. So it gives people a reason to plug in with you and to connect with you, whether it is that it brings them back to your blog tomorrow, or whether they decide to take that next step and go kind of hang out with me on Social Media Marketers United and just, you know, do it the lazy way and get the notifications when I post the content. So it doesn't matter to me. I just want them to have the content. Of course, most importantly, I want people to come into my community because I want to get to know them and I want to hang out with them. So, so today I've posted the content for tip number 4. I'm just going to take that, cut it and paste it, and put it in here, and voila, my blog post is that much better. That's one more building block for my blog post. I'll do the same thing tomorrow. Now, what I've been doing over on Twitter is just sending people to this post all week long. So I don't have to have a different link each and every day. My tweets just keep going here, and this just keeps getting updated every day. Now, I'm not saying that you should only be blog posting once per week, but if that's all you can do, that is better than nothing, because you want to build ultimately a library of value of your knowledge that you have out there, like I said, like minions working for you to bring people in, you know, closer to wanting to work with you. And this is the best way people can see what you have to offer. So if you were struggling, if you weren't blogging yet and you're scared to get started, or if you've kind of dipped your toes in the pond, but you've just not gotten consistent with it and you feel kind of frustrated with the whole process, give these strategies a try, put these methods together. You've got the 5-3-1 dissection method now for creating your content over the course of the week that you're going to be putting out there on social media, and then you combine that with the building block blog. That's kind of hard to say. I should have thought about that. Building block blog method, combine those 2 together, and you're going to have content easy peasy all week long in your hub, and you're going to have that one blog post that's going to be robust and meaty and packed full of value because you were able to write it over the course of a week, right? So then you're going to have something phenomenal for people to see when they come over and visit you at your hub. I hope you found this helpful. If this was valuable, please let me know. Let me know below. Feel free to share this with people who you believe this will help. Pay it forward. That's what we're all about. This is Nicole Hanchi signing off with some content creation hacks. Take care.